fucking night, we move location to location. Cops stay searching, but they can't catch our operation. Signals bouncing off 10 different buildings in the hood. Mixing frequencies so clean they wish they fucking could. Middle fingers to the mainstream. That shit ain't good. My posse's watching from the wood, that's the sights. Underground transmission got your speakers catching heat. Fuck the FCC, we stay off that hip-hop radar. Bet your ass we're going harder, fucking instigator. Got the bass so heavy that the block is fucking shaking. Every single night we're making history in the making.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Clowning on these bitches with the frequency disguise, while they're searching high and staying low and staying wise. Shout out to the weed that keeps the crew's mind right. Broadcasting bangers through the darkness of the night. Ain't no satellite can track a mobile station. Build a revolution through sound manipulation. Encrypted channels, yeah, we're running shit proper. SJR crew, bet your ass we're fucking proper. That's the warning when the vans roll through. Quick disconnect, 20 minutes, we move smooth. Underground forever, that's the fucking master plan. Signals bouncing coast to coast across this fucking land.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Insane in the brain, how we dodge detection. Switch frequencies with perfect fucking intersection. My posse's got it down to mathematical precision, while your weak ass station stuck in repetition. That's the sound of revolution. Underground transmission's our only solution. Hip-hop radar can't track what we transmit. SDR crews, the realest fucking count.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage. Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while J trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlyn got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage. Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Crash the party egg. Rooms just breaking, we ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage. Past to future, future to past. SJR crew making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Got these monks up in the monastery twisted.
Every scroll they writing got our names listed. Making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic. Taking over kingdoms one by one. Teaching ancient people how to have some fun. History books won't tell it like we do. Dark ages get lit with the SJR crew. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage.
Time travel about to get medieval. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage.
Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while jade trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlyn got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. I'm slip where the past and future rage. Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Hard Coast crashed the party with that future tech. Rube Knock got jesters breaking their neck. We ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage. Past to future. Future to past, who making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Got these monks up in the monastery twisted. Every scroll they writing got our names listed. Making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic. Taking over kingdoms one by one. Teaching ancient people how to have some fun. History books won't tell it like we do. Dark ages get lit with the SJR.
In my lane, you acting funny like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. I keep my head up, keep getting better. This rap god, I'm going platinum again. You acting funny like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. Dominating your domicile, in and out just like a robbery. Call the cops now.
Well, welcome everybody to Let the Record Spin, episode number 3.
Oh, you tiki now? Go ahead, light your torch.
Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Lego. Sit back, relax, don't go act a fool. We gon' puff some weed and keep on acting cool. I'm on that chill shit, always keeping it real shit. The vibes going up like the smoke in the room, cause
It's the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show. This the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Yo, 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 SJR crew, what is good? Welcome back to Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we got the king from the north. That's right, the one and only John motherfucking Slow. And motherfucker is not his middle name. But respect, put some respect on that shit, you know what I'm saying? John, welcome back to the channel, man. Big salute. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. I'm good. How about you?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. I'm doing good. Got some yard work done today for myself and my homie, man.
Nice.
You know, we just trying to make the old trailer park a little bit more not hood, you know?
Hey, so question for you. So being from where the Trailer Park Boys are from, have you ever watched the Trailer Park Boys?
Love the Trailer Park Boys.
Would you say the Trailer Park is kind of similar to that down there, or is it nothing like that?
I think maybe the Trailer Park and Trailer Park Boys got more land because mine's kind of condensed and small.
But would you say like there's people like that? Like, do you think there's people that in your trailer park? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a Ricky? You think there's a Ricky in there?
Well, there's a wannabe Ricky.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we did have a dude named Ricky.
Yeah.
He died from fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, he's meth head. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just put up with him, you know. And he passed away. But he wasn't nothing like Ricky. In fact, my sister's ex-husband, dead fucking ringer, dude. Like, if you put the motherfuckers next to each other, you'd think they were twins, bro. It was fucking crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But we try to keep our areas nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might live in the hood, but I don't want to look like I live in the hood, you know?
Well, there's some high-end trailer parks, you know. There's some it all depends really which area you're in. You know, you could get a nice one and you can get some shitty ones, right? I'm sure.
Yeah,
just
my
like
lot rent is like $490 a month. So
is that so? See, I don't know. That seems really good compared to up here because rents up here is outrageous.
Yeah, it's super cheap. Like, there's one down the street that's like $600, and then of course if you get into the better neighborhoods, they're like $1,000 a month for lot rent.
So do you own your trailer?
Yeah. Well, I'm paying it off, but yeah.
Oh, so basically, yeah. So you're only really paying the 400 plus whatever it is. That's really good, man.
Yeah, it's less than $1,000 a month, and the reason I moved in here is because I was renting a 1-bedroom apartment, and I recently had my daughter come live with me, and I was like, I need a bigger place. We have 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and teenage girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit don't work. So I bought a fifth wheel that had 2 bedroom, 2 bath in it. That way she could have her own shit.
How much is a 1-bedroom apartment going for down where you're at?
Yeah. It was probably 8 years ago when I moved out, and that was about $1,000 a month. So it's got to be $1,500. And
that's pretty much.
It ain't even a nice one. Like, it got wall heater and a wall air conditioner. You know, no central shit.
No, they're getting worse and they're costing more.
Exactly. And you know, the thing is, since I've lived in here, I never want to live in another apartment. I'll always live in a little fucking trailer from the rest of my life if I have to.
Yeah, apartments suck. Being around all kinds of people, the noise and stuff. Yeah, no, I'd rather have, like, I live in a little like a duplex kind of thing, you know, like where it's like two units in a place. I got a 3-bedroom. It's 2-level. It's pretty nice, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I don't mind a condo or, you know, a duplex style. I used to have one of those. Yeah. And there was like 3 of them, you know, and they're all 2-story, you know, 2-3-bedroom ones. And that was a pretty nice place. At least you don't have nobody running over the top of your head. That's the thing that drives me crazy the most about those apartments.
No, for sure. No, it's nice too. But the walls here on the other side is a little bit thin, so you do hear a lot of the neighbors sometimes though. So like running up and down the stairs sometimes, like it sounds like they're coming through the wall.
Okay, that's when you take your lady. That's when you take your lady friend into that room and just bang her out real good so they can hear you.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
If you can hear me, I can hear you, motherfucker. Just let it be known.
Oh, they know.
Facts.
We can all hear each other.
Paul Sample, Caitlin, I see y'all in the chat. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a great weekend, man. I know I had a pretty good one. I started the day off by waking up and breathing, so that was fucking phenomenal. I hope you guys are, you know, enjoying what little sun's coming out. It was about 83 today, man. It was banger today.
It rained here today. It was like really muggy, cold, and chilly, and rainy.
I could go for some of that. I don't like hot, and I live in the Sacramento Valley. This shit gets hot like instantly.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I'm about to move my ass up to Toronto. Give me some cold weather, baby. You in Toronto, right?
No, I'm in Halifax. I live on the East Coast.
Oh
right on
shit.
right on the
Okay.
water. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. You got that West Coast flavor though, huh?
But I lived in Toronto. I lived in Toronto way back in the day and stuff. And I lived in Edmonton for a little while,
Oh, okay.
way back in the day too. So I've been all across Canada.
My dude's a traveler. I did that shit too, man. I did some traveling salesman job, you know, for a while.
Okay.
And it's a cool way to see the country, you know what I'm saying? See your country and see what's going on, you know. And I got to see a lot of cool shit out there. I got
Would you go door to door?
nah. We'd be in a van and we just pitch that shit right out the window. Be like, hey, you looking for some speakers for your house? I got some. And
Nice.
yo, we used to sell the shit out of speakers out of a van, bro.
Okay. That's the
Yeah, that shit was hella fun.
we do.
That's crazy, Paul. A girlfriend you had would steal flowers from the graveyard and decorate the yard with them. That's crazy. I don't know if
That is
I'd ever
cool.
feel comfortable doing some shit like that. I know we used to run from the cops through the graveyard. They wouldn't chase us in there.
You think they were scared?
You know, it could be because the gates were locked, but we would just
Yeah.
jump over the fence, and I don't know if they were athletic enough to get over that fence.
Yeah, they could have just been lazy and be like, you know what, it's not even worth it.
Right. They're just like, fuck it, these dumbass kids again.
Yeah. As long as you weren't like causing too much trouble, I think they were like, nah, we're just gonna chill.
Yeah, we ain't hurting people. We just act like some punk kids at the time, you know. So, John, man, you've been
Yeah.
really recreating your life over the last, 5 to 7 years. You know, you've we talked before how we kind of fucked up in life and had to pay for our fuck ups, and you went through that whole process, and you've come out on the other side, really with a great positive attitude. You've surprised your mom with gifts that she never thought you'd be able to give her, you know what I'm saying, and really warmed her heart. I love seeing that video, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're taking a health approach to your life as well, man. What's some of the things that got your mind in order to go that direction?
Well, so this July will be 6 years. I've been off parole out of prison. I did 9 years. For anyone who doesn't know my story, I did 9 years in prison for some dumb things in the past. A couple home invasions. I was robbing drug dealers. I was doing stupid shit, and so I did 9 years. Pretty much every day I've been inside. But I've been out now for almost 6 years in July, which is pretty incredible. I've seen a lot of people over the years come back and forth, and they go right back in, right back out. And I'm still seeing the same people doing the same thing. So it's kind of it's shocking, really. But no, it took a couple of years to really start latching in on really what I was doing wrong, and a lot of it was like recreational drugs and drinking. That was a big part of it. That was messing me up. That was holding me back. And so once I started getting that out of the way, then I got my license and things like that. And it's just little things that you do one thing at a time. You start doing better. And then I got into this TV show, this boxing show, which I started boxing and training. And then that kind of ignited a spark to wanting to get myself into shape. So then after the fight, I ended up just gaining. I got depressed because I lost the fight, right? So I got depressed and stuff. So I ended up eating a bunch of takeout, gained a bunch of weight, and then one day I decided, I was just done. I was just done with it all, and I just started working out every day. Got on a bunch of steroids and just started really pushing it.
Yo, that's what's up, man. And I'm glad to see that you're doing it all with a positive attitude, because you see your interactions online with people, and people receive you well. And they wouldn't do that if you didn't show them the utmost respect, and really be able to, just be able to just be a fellow human being to people, And I think that's a lot of what's missing out, is people automatically assume that since you have tattoos on your face and all over your body, you might not be the right person to talk to. But if they only give you a couple of seconds, they'll realize that you ain't that guy.
No, that's usually how it is, right? And it just it's funny because you say that about usually people are receiving me well, but I recently posted a video on my TikTok that I got over 2 million views. It was like a Canada Post video where I was like, because up here they went on strike, and so I made just a funny video of me pretending to be an employee. That was like, and we were just like, yeah, we want the money, all of it, whatever. And I'm telling you, I got like over 10,000 comments on TikTok, and all of it was like hate. They all called me like a homeless meth head. Like it was really funny though. Like I thought it was really hilarious, but like it was a lot of hate.
Wow.
And it was pretty crazy, man.
So they didn't know you was fucking around. They were taking you serious.
But you know what it is that all these people they don't know me, right? So that's why it doesn't hurt me, because like if there are people that I actually knew, maybe it would affect me a little differently. But like I used to let those kind of things affect me, but then I started realizing these people have no idea who I am. They're probably sitting at home with a worse life than me. So why would I even care, right? So
Absolutely.
that's how I'm so nice to everybody online, because I don't take what they say, whether it's nice or mean. I just take it for like whatever it is. It's just you're someone online. That's the online world is like not the real world.
You're absolutely right, because people do absolutely act different when they're not speaking to your face.
100%, always.
And especially if you jump in front of their face, they're going to be much different. You know, like in real life, you'd be like, "What'd you say, bro?" You know, what I'm
for
saying?
sure. No. And then you're like, "No, I didn't mean like that. My bad. It wasn't like that." No.
Exactly. I mean, I was at the river one day, dude, drunk as shit, and some dude was behind me talking, and I said, "Yo, what'd you say?" He's like, "Nothing, man." And I was like, "No, I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?" He's like, No, you're way too big, dude. I was like, "I didn't even hear what you said, bro." And he's like, no, we good. And I was like, all right, whatever, bro.
You know you were talking shit.
Right. He was obviously talking some shit to me, about me, but he didn't want to repeat himself, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But fuck him, you know what I'm saying? Fuck him if they, and I ain't going to do nothing. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit I can lose. I ain't going to break you down, you know what I'm saying, and end up losing my shit because you said some dumb words, you know? And that's another thing. Like, the older we get, I think words are just that, words, right? Like,
but I'm pretty sure you're legally allowed to defend yourself if someone makes the first like punch or something. I'm pretty sure. Us as like we're allowed to defend ourselves.
Absolutely, so, defense is definitely on the table. That's facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I always let someone else try to do the first thing, because like then at least then I'm not gonna go to jail. Well, I might go to jail for a minute, but then I might get out.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with a good lawyer. Yo, Jay, what is up, brother? Good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a hot minute, my guy. Big salute, man. I hope you're doing well. Just to let
what
you
are you
guys...
pumping on, man? What do you got? I got some live hash rosin. It's a hot live hash rosin pen.
Ooh.
100% organic, full spectrum cannabis.
I haven't been hitting the vapes too much, but I have been buying, because weed is just so fucking cheap here in California. I'm buying like ounces of weed for like $45-50. Yeah.
Is it decent stuff too?
Oh yeah. 27, 29%, you know. And for that price, dude, I buy that shit all day long. I'm rolling these joints, man, and this stuff is called what is this stuff called? I got this shit here. Bislato. I got this. I went and bought a quarter yesterday for like 15.
Oh, nice. Bucks. $15 is sick.
Yeah, not too bad.
You can get weed up there. You can get prices like that up here too.
Hell yeah.
But usually for like $45 an ounce though, it's pretty shitty. You're not getting the best. You know what I mean? Like you gotta spend like $80-90 to get a good something decent. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, like if I go to the weed shop on like a regular day, well, every day at my weed shop, they've got 10 things on sale every day, anywhere from like 50% off to 35% off. So I try to get the brands I like. So like on Saturdays, that half pipe I just showed you goes on 50% off. So their ounces are 120, so you'll pick them up for $60 plus tax. So they're about $75 or so out the door.
And what did you pick it up, or do they deliver to you?
No, they don't deliver. You'd have to go pick it up. But it's only about like maybe 5 miles away.
You guys have people that deliver? Like, you guys have little dispensaries that deliver there, or no? Like,
yeah,
but that you can tell?
There's always an upcharge, and then like I stopped using them because the last time, dude, was like I had just enough money for the weed, and I had no money for a tip. And I was like, sorry, man, I don't have a tip this time. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, you'll get me next time. And I was like, nope, I'm never calling a fucking place again. You should never be like, you know what I'm saying? No. You should say, oh, you know what? It's all right, man. We got you. You know, and then the tip would have been double next time. But since you want to be a bitch and talk about, oh, you ain't got no tip, fuck you. No, I will never call you again, because
No.
the weed's a little bit more expensive, and then they want at least $5 for a tip. You know,
Tips are a bonus, man. Tips are a bonus. I find if you get a tip, you get a tip. If you don't, it is what it is. Keep your mouth shut. You know, if you get a tip, you get a tip.
Yeah.
You know, it is bonuses, really. to me.
At the
mom.
place I go to, I was short some money, right, out of the stuff I picked, and instead of that motherfucker telling me, well, put that shit back and get some shit you can afford,
Yeah.
he fucking dumped over his tip jar and paid for my weed.
Nice. That's
I was
that's
like,
good.
yo,
That's
I'm
good.
never
Yeah.
going anywhere else.
That's customer service, and you know what it is these days. People are slacking on customer service. So you know, the people that are focused on customer service, I feel like they're going to do well in any kind of anything they do. Like no matter if it's like even fast food or weed. Like,
Yeah.
as long as you focus on customer service these days, you're gonna do well, because that's what's lacking in a lot of things. Is just like worry about what we want. Everyone's just slapping it together and like shoving it out, and we're getting the shitty end of the stick, you know, as the consumers, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I'm not saying that the customer's always right, because we're not always right. But the thing is like,
I think we're right this time.
If-
I think we're
you're absolutely right. But if it's some small thing, like the dude covered like, I don't know, $4 for my
Yeah.
weed, you know what I'm saying? That
That's still the
$4
profit
made
count.
me a customer forever.
yeah, I guarantee.
And
that,
I'm going to
exactly,
go
right?
in there every time. I don't care who it is who's helping me out. They're going to get a tip.
And
At
I'm sure,
least
and
$1.
I'm sure you tell your friends. You tell your friends about them too. So that's word of mouth there. So it's that little bit of gratuity he did just got himself more customers and more business. So
Absolutely.
it's just the little things that count, right? So if you out there and you own a small business, just try to think about that. Try to give back. Yeah, I know it can be easy to get greedy, but like giving back, we'll have more come through.
Yeah, like if you're out there doing like, I don't know, repairing a washing machine and there's a $20 part, if you just give them that $20 part, everybody that motherfucker knows is going to be like, hey, my homie's shit just broke down. I gave him your number, so you can go fix it. Just shit like that. Whatever it is, just little shit goes a long way. That's a fact.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Michael
Yeah,
Digby, what's
yeah.
up, brother? Good to see you. George, I see you, brother. Good to see y'all, man. Big salute. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We got Jon Snow with us today, man. And John, you want to hit him with a song, my guy?
Like, you want me to pick a song?
Would you want to hit him? What do you want to show him first? Yeah, let's do that.
So you want me to give you a song to choose? Hold on.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want them to hear first?
For them, if they never heard any of my music,
Yeah,
I want them to hear it first. Okay, let me
Yeah.
think here. That's a question. That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. Let me think. What do you think? The last one, yes, Going Hard. Going Hard is a good song. It's a very hype song. It's a very positive song, and I think it's one of my better songs.
Let's
honestly.
do it. We got Jon Snow in the building, man. This one's featuring
Ryan
Hardigan. Hardigan? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
This one's called Going Hard. Now, his links are in the description below. Make sure you're tapping in IG and YouTube. Let's go, Jon Snow.
I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. And it's when they call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. And it's when they call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams.
They wanna pull me back in, this rap game is a cesspool. Trying to reach my absolute potential. Like the Joker when I'm spitting on this instrumental. Better get it through your head that I'm sick with a pencil. Can't really tell me nothing. Who fucking with me, bro? That fella bugging. Got me ducking 50, everybody know we coming. Ain't nobody with me, I done did it all on my own. I can run the city. What a pity thinking that you can mess with us. Trying to stab me in the back, trying to set me up. Trying to act like we was pals, left me in the dust. Mature cash, none of it goes to them young bucks. Don't try to skip steps, I've been working out. I've been on my bench press, I've been getting loud. You wasn't listening back then, you heard now. We gon' make so much noise, you can't turn it down, yeah.
I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard just for me. I've been working
Working out, trying to lose a couple keys. I'm invested in myself, I ain't worried about the fees. Get my hair cut from Benny and I do it every week. I've been going hard for myself, cause health is wealth. I said enough's enough, I climbed back from hell. Never going back, I got a story to tell. Depression is real, I had to battle with steel. I pull the sword from the stone, now I'm fully healed. I raise it up to the sky and I grab my shield. I'm prepared for the battle that's already here. I ain't never scared, let's get it, yeah. I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams.
Never be discouraged. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Never hold back. Give everything you got. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this. Remember this. Fall forward.
I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard just for me. I can do it all, I know they hardly believe. They just wanna call me, always ask for things. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard, going hard. I've been going hard just for me, just for me. I've been going hard. They see me going hard. They see me going hard for my dreams. I've been going hard. I've been going hard. I've been going hard. Going hard for my dreams.
Yeah, Jon Snow, hard to get right there. Going hard, man. I love it, dude. Simple fact is that you guys have taken something that is very, it's not easy to achieve, bro. Fitness, health, a strong drive, will, and determination in what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you motherfuckers, for real, dog. Like, keep doing it, bro.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate that, man. You know what? It's funny to think anyone can do it. You know, I used to be a person that thought I couldn't do it, man. I used to be the person that thought someone was gonna come and hand me everything I needed. Yeah. And then one day I realized nobody was ever coming, man. And then, like, I had to, and it was like one of my hardest times, and like I had to like do it myself. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's really when things changed, when I had to like switch my brain from being that victim, that person wanting someone to come and, like, you know what I mean? Like just always waiting for, you know, something that's never coming, to actually just doing it myself and like, you know, trying to make opportunities, you know, when I was just waiting, hoping that some were just going to come when I didn't even deserve any. You know what I mean? And now I realize that no one's going to help nobody unless they see them helping themselves. You know what I mean? Like when I started really going hard for myself is when I would start seeing people like trying to like come and throw me a bone and like offer me an opportunity, you know, just whatever, you know. Nothing was coming when I was just sitting there, like moping.
What was that? What was that feeling you got when that realization hit that I'm never going to get it? I'm never going to get that easy thing. You know what I'm saying? And when you started working for it, when it started paying off, what was that feeling like when you had that realization?
I mean, it really kind of like prison. Prison is like when the divide of like when I went in. It was like I was always expecting something, you know what I mean, something to come, and then prison slowly broke you down to where nothing's coming, and you gotta wait, and it sucks. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like it sucks that I had to go through it to get there, but it was cool. It's a cool thing to learn, because it definitely changes the way you think about things, and I don't know, like prison was it, because there's nothing. You know what I mean? You're there with your own thoughts for I did 9 years, so it was a long time. It was just a lot of, like, I didn't even see the end. Like, I couldn't see the end from where I was, like, and then all of a sudden it got there, and then like it just looked like, it felt like it was nothing. Like 9 years went like nothing. The whole time
were you in a place where at the end of that 9 years where you were almost reluctant to go out? Like you were almost...
No. I always wanted to get out of jail, but like there was times when I didn't want to leave my cell. Like I would just stay in my cell for a long time. Like I was times when I started beating. I started doing like peyote stitch beating. Okay. So I just sit in my cell for hours and days, just beating. Like it came to a point where I just was sick of everybody in jail. Like, because prison's a place where everyone like acts like they're your friend, but they're all snakes, man. And like unless you know them from like real life, then
like
I wouldn't trust any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I wouldn't trust nobody in there. Like, so it's just like, man, and you're stuck with them every day too. So if you don't like someone, you're seeing them in the meal line, like you're seeing them in the med line, like it sucks. So at the end of it, I was just sick of it all. I was ready to leave. So I would just kind of stick to myself. I gained. I was like 320 pounds. I let go of myself too. Like I had my hair was really long, my beard was. I just let go of everything. After all those years, I kind of just gave up. Like in there, and then getting out of jail, I was like, then it's like, okay, this is a new life, and then the life started coming back into me. I think maybe all the jail meds kind of kept me like sedated, probably, and then now I started coming back to life. I just started realizing that nothing's coming. There's no guards coming to give me meals. There's nothing. I gotta do it myself.
Right, yeah. Especially when you get to that point where you're just, is there anything more than just me going through life? And the answer is yes. But you have to be willing to put everything you have into it. Because if you don't, people see that, right? Like we see people on the street living under the bridges, not doing anything for themselves. That doesn't make you want to help them,
No.
And if you did help them, what are they going to do with it?
That's what I'm talking about. Like they're at a point right there where they're like a lost cause, pretty much. And until you see them, like even myself, if I was there, I would know that I'm a lost cause, and I wouldn't expect anybody to come and be like, here, I'm gonna give you this wicked opportunity. Don't screw it up, knowing well I'm gonna screw it up. Like, you know what I mean? No one's gonna do that. People want to see that, make sure that you're good, you're stable, and then they'll come and offer you small little things to make sure that you're good.
Yeah.
And then that it goes from there. But eventually you just want to be able to do it yourself. You don't want to have to all those little whatever, those are just bonuses. Like you want to be able to survive without anybody's help, without leaning on a partner or or a relationship. You want to be able to do it without anybody, right? So then you got it and it's yours, and you'll feel good about it, right?
That's the thing, you value it. You know what I'm saying? If you're just handed something, you don't value that shit, you know what I'm saying? But if you work and put your blood, sweat, and tears into something and you grab it, you're like, motherfucker, this is my shit. Don't look at my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you respect it, and I think that's the part that people are missing a lot, because a lot of people got their hand out, but when they receive it, I mean, like I had a homie, his first car was a brand new Acura. Now back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like we were kids, bro. You just got a $20,000 car for your first fucking car, bro. We fucked that car up.
I bet.
Because we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was free. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. That's it.
And the next car that motherfucker had to buy himself, we didn't do that shit.
No. No, definitely not. No, I took a little more care of that one.
That's a fact. So, you're really in a active mode. You doing a TV show with these boxing folks, and you've really gotten yourself into a regiment. How did that all come about?
Okay, so basically what happened was I was in a TV show. You heard of the Trailer Park Boys and SwearNet? SwearNet is their app where they have their own shows and stuff, and they air their own content and
Getting learnt with Ricky.
Yes. So I was offered there's a TV show called Sweet Science, and it's a show where they take random people who've never boxed before, and we train for a certain amount of months, and at the end of it, we all fight in a real boxing fight, and it's an amateur fight, and the winner gets money or something. We get paid or whatever, right? So that's how that show's premise is. It's like a Hell's Kitchen, one of them competition shows that you got to get to the end and you win a prize at the end, right? But it's just basically a boxing show, like the Ultimate Fighter type thing. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, but kind of smaller and more funny kind of humor, shit like that. But so the first season I was gonna do it. Buddy that was doing it, Tyson Caves, he's a boxer in the city, and they had him as one of the coaches. He asked me to do it, and I couldn't do it because I just recently had a back injury. I hurt myself on an injury, so I couldn't do it, and I just didn't feel like it was right. So then that whatever happened, I didn't think about that for whatever. And then I ended up getting on a show with Pat Stay. Pat Stay's a battle rapper from Halifax. He had a show called Unreasonable Rob, and it got picked up by SwearNet. And so we were filming a pilot season So I ended up doing that season with them, and that kind of got me in with SwearNet. So when the season 2 of Sweet Science came back around and I got offered to be on it, I was like, for sure, I was like, yes. This is like, I want to get more deeper in with SwearNet and in with like acting and doing more shows. So I was like, yes, for sure. I did it. And I'm telling you, if anybody on this chat knows about boxing, boxing is no joke. Before I did this season, like I kind of would watch boxing and think, oh, that's got to be easy. But no, man, like now that I've done boxing, it's no joke. It's a lot harder than it looks. There's a lot to it, the balance and your foot movement with your punch. It's crazy, man. It's just, there's so much science to it, and I give it a lot more respect than I used to, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, because I know you came up pretty much like I did. We did our fair share of fighting in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting in the streets, that shit's over fairly quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like either side, either you're getting your ass kicked or you're kicking someone's ass. It's going to happen within 5 minutes, and you know what I'm saying? It's over. Boxing, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like spread out over a course of like an hour, dude. You're getting your ass kicked, and you got to stay up. You know, like that's salute to you for being able to keep it in the ring, man.
After my fight, I went to the back room and I puked like everywhere. I puked. I was that like much of a cardio. Like it was like the most I've ever worked out my entire life. 3 rounds of like, I think it was 2-minute rounds.
Wow.
3 2-minute rounds, and it was like, I'm telling you, it takes everything out of you. Like yes. Adrenaline was going crazy, and I just started puking. I started dry heaving. I was sweating all over the place. It was pretty nuts. And I was sick. I had a cold too. Like it was really bad.
Fuck.
And I had to fight, or else I wouldn't have got paid, right? So like I had to fight, win or lose. I had to fight, right? So I didn't want to miss the fight, and then because I wouldn't have got paid, I would have done all that work, all that filming for nothing, right? So I went in like I had a really bad head cold, so like it was just a really bad place for me. So I'm hoping they do it again. If they do it again, I'll do another season, and this time it'll be like a different story arc because now I'm in shape. Like that season, I wasn't really in shape, and I didn't really take the training that serious. Like because there was a few times like during training I would hurt myself. Like I hurt my elbow or something. I would like I hurt my rib too. Like I got a rib shot that really hurt my rib. Like for like a week I couldn't train. Like so boxing is no joke, man. Like it really is no joke. Like,
yeah, because you still got to play through the pain. You know, it is a thing. You know, and like you said, you had to fight because. Look, I like eating, motherfucker. I love having a fucking roof over my head, so I don't give a fuck how bad I feel, dude. This is way better than living under a bridge, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to let people down. Like, so if I like, cause like if I were to not fight, like it would have like let a lot of like the producers, like it just would have been a bad taste, right? Like
yeah, you make a commitment and then you don't follow through, and it makes myself feel bad, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed that, and that got me, you know, more things like that got me more opportunities because I was able to use that to get onto like the Trailer Park Boys. They were filming a new jail season and their offices out there, so I was able to get on that show and do some background work.
For real?
And I got to meet them all and shit. It was really cool, and they were even talking about like the boxing show and me about being the boxer because at the end of it they did a big like a kitchen jail fight, like a food fight, and like they had me boxing a guy, like, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's the boxer guy from the other show," and like Bubbles was saying that shit. It was really cool, man. It was really cool to do all this shit, to have, and then it all started through music and through my connections and networking, and you know, it was just cool to really, you know, show that hard work does pay off if you just keep grinding and never give up. And people tell you to give up, you know, people tell you it's never gonna happen. You know, maybe you know. Not everything's gonna happen, but if you do a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? Like maybe you'll get something, right? So that's why I try to just branch out. Like I haven't really been making music because I kind of got burnt out from music. So I've been just like trying to just work on myself right now and like just making funny content. And maybe like once I feel it, like I'll get back in the music. But like it was to the point where I was like spending so much money on music and I wasn't bringing the money in. Like it was just costing a lot of money for like music video. And I was putting everything I had into it. Like I was putting out a music video almost every month. I remember one year I put out like 13, 14 videos and they were costing like...
Oh, shit. All right, just go back to that same link. I forgot to fucking tell him. I'm pretty sure he knows, but let me just send him a message. I forgot to fucking tell him. I always do this. You know me. All right, let me send this to him real quick. Yo, John, sorry about that. Just press that same link I gave you before you got into the Zoom to get back in, okay? I apologize for not telling you. All right. Let me start this back up. Maybe he already knew. I don't know. What's up, folks? What's up, my peoples? How we doing? Oh, see, he already knew. He already done knew.
Oh, we got logged out there.
Yeah, no, it's because I'm a broke bitch and I don't pay for Zoom anymore.
Ah, fuck it. I wouldn't want to pay for Zoom either, honestly.
I mean, it's fucking $15 a month, dude. That is so much.
You know, that's exact same as me when I see people buying the check marks, the blue check marks for $15. I don't know why you do that, man. Like, having them things are supposed to be like because you're somebody, and it kind of just gave it like a little like exclusivity or whatever. But like paying for it, like I don't know, man. Unless you're like a little small business and you're trying to get your name out there more.
Right. But I mean, $15 that's a lot though for anything, you know, because we got
a month. That's I guess reoccurring. So that's like $100 and something every. Like I have a hard time like wanting this Amazon Prime. I see that every month. I'm like, $10. You got me every time.
It's a lot, especially
Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Like you get all of them. And I wish they'd all just have a bundle where you could just get them all at once.
See, they did it this way, just like the fucking the cable companies did it this way, where they give you 150 channels for way more than that. They give you thousands of channels in HD, and they charge you $200 a month, right? But then you only watch like 5 or 6 channels, and you're like, can I get like these 5 or 6 channels? No.
Yeah, no.
I don't need the one that speaks in languages I don't understand. Why the fuck am I paying for that, dude?
True. Yeah.
That's the craziest shit. And then these motherfuckers want to be like, all right, well, if you're not watching cable no more, maybe you'll come over here to Disney. Maybe you'll come over here to fucking whatever
I switch it up. I always keep Netflix for some reason. I always gotta keep my. But you know what I'll do? I'll like make them wait. Like it'll come like they'll try to take money in my bank and I won't have it in there. I'll keep it in my savings and they'll try to take it. And I know the trick because if you don't pay them right away, all you gotta do when it comes up saying you gotta pay it, you just gotta go. Or you got to go later, or something like that, and then they give you like a month. Okay. You can just like pay later, and then eventually they'll end up. You won't be able to watch it no more. But I always make them wait for as long as I can.
You get a month free.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I always just make them wait. Netflix, you sons of guns.
Yeah, I don't pay for none of that streaming shit. I'd be like, you know what?
I do because I like to watch shit sometimes. Like, but I most times, bro, I'm watching YouTube. Like,
that's what I do.
Videos,
now
man.
I do pay for YouTube Premium, which is like $14 a month.
That's the funny thing. I don't pay for that. Out of all the things, I don't even pay for that. I just watch like a bunch of like Tyler Oliveira. You ever watch him? Tyler
that
Oliveira.
Sounds familiar.
He investigates different shit. Like I watch these guys who go around I'm into like weird shit on YouTube. Like I'll watch like crime investigative shit, like murders and shit, like all kinds. I'll watch like skateboarding videos too. I'm into like my whole YouTube is just different shit.
Hell yeah.
All different. Like King Von, like Trap Lord Ross, King Von, O-Block videos, like just really random stuff I like to watch.
Hell yeah. You see my
Gordon
algorithm.
Ramsay.
Like,
Gordon Ramsay. I watch this one guy. He has like a big thing, and he has like ants and stuff in it, and he has like it's crazy, man.
Oh shit.
Canada.
If you want to watch anything on YouTube, just type it in. It'll probably come up.
They got it. Fact. YouTube has everything.
I know.
If you have a question for anything, whether it's car related, anything related, YouTube.
How to, whatever, and they'll tell you.
Yeah, how to change your clock on your car.
I forgot how to tie a tie one time. I was like, how to, and this boop.
YouTube.
Yeah, I was like, I have to go around twice. That's right.
It's probably reading your thoughts too. So as soon as you put how to, it's probably going to know exactly what you're thinking. So you probably just need to put how to in.
Right.
Exactly,
You're like, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, how do you guys know YouTube?
It's so weird, dude. It could be like any model of car. You know what I'm saying? You're looking to put something on. They got a fucking video. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, YouTube's my go-to. If I have a question, I'll be like, yo, go to YouTube. YouTube has the answer for sure.
Facts. Yo, Kahuna, what is good, my guy? Big salute, man. My dude, Paul Sample, he said on that video, he said, okay, the beat aggro as fuck. The video is quality. Even the feature went tough. 9.1 out of 10.
Thanks, man. Fucking 9.1 out of 10. That's not bad.
Hell yeah.
That's a good score.
Facts.
Fuck yeah.
Have you ever heard of Sazy, Donnie Yonder, Dialect Socia, Roshan? I've heard of JTO1. That's my homie. Forrest Gumption, I've heard of him, and Amy Chellis, she's the homie too.
Daisy, if it's Daisy from Scotia, yeah, I definitely heard of him. But other ones, no, I don't think no.
Okay.
It's not because it's just because I don't know. I just don't know them. And yeah, no, I did a long time in jail too. So it's like I don't know. Yeah, see, sometimes names are bad with me. I'm bad with names, good with faces.
That's how I am. I'm better with faces.
Yeah, better with faces. So if you show a lineup of pictures, I probably wouldn't tell you if I knew any of them because I wouldn't want to incriminate none of them. But I would know some of them for sure.
Right. Yeah, I think those are all because I know JT and Amy are both Canadian for sure. Because
so he makes beats. JT 101, JT01 makes beats. Producer, right?
He's a rapper.
Okay.
He's over in Nova Scotia, I believe.
That's where I'm at.
Oh, you're in Scotia too? Oh, that's right. Halifax.
Nova Scotia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in Dayton.
That's what's up.
But I'm not really in the scene right now no more. You know what I mean? And honestly, really, I've never really been. I've always been a loner, bro. Like honestly, I've always been a loner. Like when it comes down to it, so like I've never really. Whenever I rapped, I always did by myself or with my buddy Stacks. Like if I'm rapping with you, we got to be like really good friends. Like I mean, I'm not saying that rap with you because I want to rap with other rappers. Like I got to be like super cool with you. Like you know what I mean? Like we got to have like a relationship, friendship for that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I'll do songs with other people, but like if I'm gonna hang out with you, I gotta at least like it and be your friend.
Facts. I feel you,
know
on
what I mean?
that.
Like, but I feel like a lot of these people these days are just like kind of just like going wherever they feel like, and there's like you know what I mean? It's just I found the rap scene and where at least where I'm at, there's a lot of people like a lot of people feeling entitled when they really got nothing to show. Like a lot of these artists, I feel like they're entitled and they feel like they think in their mind they're bigger than they are. You know what I mean? Like, and they act like they deserve shows when they can't even bring fans out, and then then they wonder what. Like, I think the whole show scene is messed up because a lot of these big promoters are just getting artists that have no fans just to perform for free. When I think they would have a better show if they actually went and like kept their ears to who's actually got a little bit of buzz in the city and pay them a little bit of money to get them to come out and then bring their fans. You know what I mean? Like, try to figure out who's actually doing, bringing out shows and shit like that and investing a little bit of money. Yeah. And that's why I feel like a lot of these shows, at least in my city, are failing. Like, a lot of these rap shows are failing hard because they're just grabbing whoever openers for free, even if they got no skill, no talent. And then, I mean, like, some of them don't really, and it just shows they need a little more artist development. Maybe you should just, like, work on a little bit more. Yeah. But I feel like, it's kind of killing the music scene. Because everyone's getting lazy, the promoters are getting lazy. Everyone's getting lazy, and it's killing the vibe.
Yeah, I can feel you on that.
That's just where I'm at, like in Halifax. That's how I feel like it kind of is, because the
here in
shows
America, they won't even. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Because I was gonna say here in America, I have a lot of artists complaining that they have to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? Like that's even crazier than doing it for free, because now you got to come up with like $200.
But sometimes in Toronto, I know a guy who does that, and a few people who do that, and you got to buy tickets, right? And I think that's fair. If you're gonna perform on a show, you should at least try to sell some tickets.
Yeah.
At least try.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to rap, and you're trying to do a show, you should at least have 15 people you can sell a ticket to. At least, man. Like at least.
What is it? $10, $15, $20 tops.
Yeah. And I get it. You're paying to play, but you're also ensuring people come to see you.
Right.
And I think people are just complaining out of laziness. Honestly, I don't want to. But dude, if you really went and hustled those tickets, you'd for sure have at least 15 fans or 50 people come in to check you out.
Even if you were busking outside the venue, you know what I'm saying, like a week before the venue, right? You'd be able to find 10 or 15 people who came by and was like, yo, I feel what you're doing. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, you can buy a ticket right now because I'm playing right here in front of this place, on Friday.
So I agree with you there. I wouldn't. I think if you had to pay like $300 just and not get tickets to sell, then that'd be kind of fucked up. Like, but if you're paying for tickets and then selling them and getting your money back, that's a little bit different. I think that's a little bit different because you should be able to sell some tickets, or else if you can't, then maybe you should try to do some more free shows until you can get more fans or something.
Especially,
or figure that out, right?
Especially if you're like in a big city, right? Because you're not just talking about like Nova Scotia, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
pretty small area. It's a lot of fishermen. There's probably not a lot of people who
everybody
listen to
knows
rap.
everybody, pretty much. Like everybody knows everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's like no tourism coming through in those areas, you know, or very little, you know, and they're not there for the
Summertime.
music.
Summertime. We got a lot of cruise ships coming through the.
Oh.
So we do have a lot of people coming through summertime. It's pretty busy.
Okay. Well, then that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of out of towners maybe looking for an evening to do something. Those would be the days
Yeah.
to fuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you talking about like
everything
San
like-
Francisco or fucking Seattle, you know, you got 10,000 people a day walking past you, you know.
Now, but hold on a second. Let me go back here. Now, let's say there was a Drake performing, and someone said you can perform for Drake for $1,000. If it was real, I would suggest that would be worth paying for. Or
That's a
someone
bit
on
different, right?
Someone on that caliber, like so. Usually, I wouldn't agree with pay to play, but something on that caliber where you could gain fans would be a
Right.
smart pay to play.
Because it's almost a guarantee that you gain at least 5 people, you know what I'm saying, from a
For
Drake
sure.
contest.
But if you're gonna do that, I would suggest you have your show your stage show perfected to where you know how to hype people up because they, you know what I mean, like you don't want to get eaten up because you
Either
only get a
that or
couple
bring in
chances to
Mr.
impress.
Bentley.
Yeah,
know?
you only got a few chances to impress people, right? You know, if you got a bad stage performance where you're like awkward and like
Running
you know,
out of
that-
breath and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people aren't gonna want to see you.
Yeah.
So like that's it. So I would suggest any new artist really perfect your stage. You know your breath, your breathing, you're hyping up the crowd. Like eye contact, just perfect that, and then shows are what you'll bring the money in. Because once people know that you can bring people out and you're hyping the crowd, they'll want you every time. They'll want you every time. You gotta hype the crowd every time.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd be begging for you to come through.
My
'Cause-
buddy Stax, he was always good at that, like hyping the crowd. So all the promoters wanted him to come and open up for all their shows because they knew he could always hype the crowd.
That's what's
And
up.
that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Hell yeah. My dude Kahuta wants to know, what's your workout routine? He said you were pretty shredded in the Going Hard music video.
My routine, like every day. So like Mondays I do chest, a little bit of chest and biceps. Tuesdays I'll do maybe back with some like abs or something. And then Wednesdays we do legs and maybe some triceps, and then shoulders on Thursdays. And then Fridays maybe we'll do some arms again, a little bit of arms. And then I'll try to take a couple days off, but we're doing cardio in the meantime too,
Oh, nice.
like treadmill and shit. So I try to take Saturday and Sundays off because I need to rest. But back when I was really going hard, I would go every day. And then people try to tell me you should take some days off if you want to grow your muscles. So
There you go. I know the only time I really worked out was like in high school, but I went from weighing like 125 pounds, being able to only lift about 110. I couldn't even lift my body weight. To weighing 185 pounds, benching 285 pounds in one school year.
nice.
People thought I was on steroids. I was like, nah, bro. I'm working out with the seniors, like the football team and shit.
Yeah. I'm on a little bit of steroids. Hey, steroids are all right.
Oh,
to me,
I ain't
they're all
going.
right.
I ain't
don't
saying
know.
nothing wrong with them. I ain't saying
No.
nothing wrong with them.
You know what's funny, bro? I used to be so against it. I would always be like, no, I'll never do steroids.
But there's a bunch
And
of
then,
different regimens, right? There's
yeah,
ones that can
yeah.
really hurt you, that are really bad
Yeah.
for you, or there's ones that are not so bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
like right now, I'm just on like a little bit of testosterone and some primo.
okay.
And,
Well,
that's it right
testosterone,
now.
that's a naturally occurring, thing in your body.
Yes, but it makes you honestly. If I'll explain it, it's like when I first started taking testosterone, it took about like 4 weeks to really kick in, and once it did, like any depression I ever felt was just gone. Like everything just started feeling great. Like I just started feeling like I definitely felt like my testosterone levels before that were probably low,
Okay.
and that would cause a little bit. And but as soon as I started taking the test, it was just I started feeling super super awesome, and like everything was great, and like it made me want to go work out even more. It made me want to get up and just like I don't know. I just felt like everything it was what I was missing. As like I'm turning 40 this year, so like as you get older, our bodies change, right? Things-
That's a fact, bro. I'm turning 50 this year, bro, and I'm just like, fuck. I don't want to
Yeah.
hit 50, but the thing is, I still wake up, dude, and I'm like,
yeah. Hey, we're still here.
roll out of bed like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I still feel like I'm 17 years old most of the time. Like in my head, I'm 17.
My back feels a little older, but
Yeah, a little bit. That's a fact. Especially if I sit too long, like I gotta get up and start moving, dude.
Driving for too long really starts to fucking get my back. Oh.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't do that for work no more. Oh boy.
Yeah. What you used to do, like a truck driving? I can picture you being a truck driver.
Auto parts. I used to deliver auto parts for like
not bad.
10 hours a day and shit.
Driving for any amount of hours sucks.
Facts, dude. I just don't like traffic, bro. That's the thing, man. Like, I want to live in a small town with like one fucking blinking light in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to live in a town with like 50 people, bro. Like, that'd be fucking amazing. You know, Diggy, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Big salute, homie.
That's a very achievable goal.
You know, the thing is me and my homie got an invention that we got. We just got, well, we're almost done building the prototype, and we got to file for patent. As soon as we sell this bitch off, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Golden. And that's exactly what's going to happen. We've been looking at land in like Northern California because he can't leave the state because of.
Bro, you could almost build your own like community and like have your own little 50-person community.
Facts.
Of your 50 chosen people.
Facts. I know friends and family are coming. You know what I'm saying? Off the top, and then I'm gonna build a big ass fence around the whole property and be like auto turrets and shit. You know.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Los, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Big salute, homie. Good to see you. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We got Jon Snow, King of the North, in the building, man. And I don't know, it's been probably like 2 years since we spoke, man. So it's always great to, you know, be able to speak with the homies again. I know we all get busy and shit. So always good to hear, you know, you doing good and being able to further yourself as an artist, as an artist in the cinema, artist in the music, you know. You've really got a game plan in mind. What's next on the horizon for Jon Snow?
You know what the funny thing is, you said that, man, but I have no clue what I'm doing, bro. I'm just keeping going, bro. That's it, man. I'm just not saying no to opportunities. Like when most people would say no, I'm saying yes. Like that's it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't got a plan. I'm just every day. I'm just taking things to what they are, and if I feel like I go with it. You know what I mean? Like that's it, man. Like I kind of got, you know, I'm trying to be good with money management. Like that's my plan is to be smart with money, and like, you know, I got certain plans for certain things, but like I don't know what's next, man, except for just keeping going and not giving up. That's for sure. Not giving up is what's next. Always, man. You know what I mean? But as soon as I know, everyone will know, because I love posting my life, right? So it's like, as soon as I know what's next, but.
I know I didn't post his Facebook, but you can get to his Facebook through his Instagram, and he posts a lot of shit on there. And go check out his latest episode of his rental, his what is it? Real estate and fucking something, bro.
Oh, it was a funny little joke I made. Jon Snow's realtors and realty shit.
That shit fire, bro. Just wacky little shit like that he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? Go check out his work, man.
And honestly, you know what's funny, man? Like all those videos are like, most of them are first try. Like I'm like turn on the camera, film it, and I'm just like done with it. Like I don't even like almost every one of my videos, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I kind of know where I'm gonna go, like what direction, and I just wing it. I freestyle almost everything. So if you listen carefully, you can see me catch on some words sometimes and stuff like that. But a lot of it's just like I just try to just go real fast, because attention spans are big right now. So you got to try to get someone within the first few seconds.
Yeah.
And then or also
when you're standing in front of a dilapidated building, and the headline says like real estate and shit, and now I already kind of know who you are and who, you know, what kind of sense of humor you have. I'm like, all right, I gotta turn the volume up on this. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta hear what he's got to say. It's just pure comedy because it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like it isn't scripted. You know,
and that's the thing, because I was just there. I was at that spot with a friend. He's a filmmaker. He's doing a school project, and he was getting me to film a few things for him. So that video, like, that was just, I seen that spot with my girlfriend. I was like, yo, let's just do this right now. Like, I didn't even know I was going to do that. Like, I just seen it, and I was like, this is it. And then it just took me like 15 seconds, and it was done. And I went back to like filming that, and then we did a photo shoot. So like that little video was just like a quick little, like, you know what? Let me just try to get some quick content. That's nothing, right?
That's fire. And your homie got some fucking footage too, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. I'm gonna air that too when it's done. He's gonna send it to me. It was like I had to like act as like a cop who was mad at, like, I was a chief of police who was mad at my deputies because they were interrogating mimes. But I guess because we were trying to get them to talk, we infringed on their rights.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know, like,
that's wild.
So I had to play like a mad police chief.
Yo, that's crazy. Because in Canada, the laws are different, folks. Like, they ain't the same here in America. Like, in America, we make a mime talk. You know what I'm saying? In motherfucking Canada, you better watch your step. That's crazy.
Yeah, we had written down those minds.
That's wild shit. Yo, I can't wait to see some of that shit. That's fire.
Yeah, that's funny. Oof.
Oh shit. Paul said, okay, I know someone you don't attract with, Lil Woody Wood. He has bars.
I know Little Woody.
Yeah, he said you did a track with him, and he said
Little Woody,
that was
Little
dope.
Woody,
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Little Woody's awesome. Little Woody's awesome.
Hell yeah.
So Little Woody. So I ended up, me and them did a track. He paid me to do a track. God love Little Woody. He ended up making like 100 songs of that verse, and he just kept putting them on Spotify with different artists, and I was like, wow, this kid's really cool. And then like he ended up like with the other producers and different artists, and he would use the same verse, and some of these songs would get like hundreds of thousands of plays on Spotify, and I was wow, this kid's doing something, man. At first I didn't quite get it, like I just didn't quite get why you're using the same verse over and over again, but then after like I seen him getting all these views on them, I was like, okay, maybe this kid's onto something, man.
It's kind of smart though. I've never really thought about something like that, but basically, you know, okay, hold on a second. There is my homeboy Harkos, who works with an artist who goes by the name of Angel Wreck. She's like a rock chick, you know what I'm saying? And her husband plays the guitar on all of her tracks and shit. And she was saying she just released the same song that's a rock version. There's a pop version. There's a techno version. You know what I'm saying? All these different versions that she's putting. That's smart as fuck. And that dude was doing that back in the fucking day. That's dope.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing. He was doing the different dance producers. His verse wasn't even like a dance verse. It was more like a hard gangster kind of verse, and he was putting it to like dance pop music. It was sounding really good too. Like it was actually, and it was just cool. I don't know.
That's smart as fuck.
At first, I didn't understand it, but then I was like, it's actually quite ingenious, really.
Because you're getting all those different people, you know, because the algorithm's going to send it out to all the rock people.
And I was like, man, this guy just recycled my verse 100 times, and and I was just like, I kept watching it. I was like, this is actually really cool to see. Like he took my verse that far. Like,
that's so fire.
And I was like, oh, go ahead, buddy, do your thing. You paid for it. Like, it's your verse, and you do whatever you want with it, brother.
Facts.
Do whatever you want with it.
Yo, Runok, what is good, my guy? Big salute, man. I hope you've had a great weekend, man. Good to see you, bro.
Shout out to Little Woody, man. That's his name. He's been like supporting me since day one, man. Little Woody, man. Shout him out, man. Never met him a day in my life. But hey, isn't that crazy how the internet, bro? We've met all these people online, but never met a day in our lives.
Right. And built relationships with motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, over years. That is wild, bro.
And some of them you will meet, you know, don't get me wrong, you will meet some people, but some people it's just
I have
too far
met
to
two
meet.
people that I met on YouTube so far.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, one dude lives in my state. He lives about 2 hours away from me. And the other dude lives in Florida. He came out to that guy, and he was like, why don't you come up here and hang out with us? I was like, I'm on my way. You know, we had some steaks and shit, played some pool. I got to watch him work on music. It was pretty fire.
That is cool. You know, I always thought it was cool when you get to meet somebody from far away, just even if it's just for like a few hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I always try to make time for people if they're coming from afar. If I like them, obviously. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I like them, you know, if I don't, because people always try to like, they'll be like, oh man, I'm in your city. I don't even know them. And I'm like, okay, cool, bro. Like, 'cause I'm a very private person in real life. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really trying to like hang with you unless I'm trying to make money.
20-year-old me? Yeah, much different person.
Yeah, for sure. But now I'm just like, I'm chilling with my girlfriend and shit. I'm just trying to like make some funny videos, post them online and shit. But like, so everyone's like trying to hang out. And I'm just like, most of them like, yeah, bro, you know what? I'm just not really around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or like, I'm like, yeah, for sure. And then I just won't answer them or something like.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I don't even know how I missed it, bro. Sorry.
No, but if we're cool, if I'm cool with you, then I'll definitely try to make time to come meet up with you for sure. But it's just a lot. It's a lot because I feel like a lot of these artists, they just pretend like they're your friends, man. Like, you know, because I did it myself before. I used to pretend like I was people's friends and shit. Like back in the day. Like I remember I ended up getting a verse from this rapper. And he was a bigger rapper, and I ended up just pretending like I ended up getting out of jail, and I was messaging him. I was like, hey, bro, long time no talk. Like acting like we used to talk and like chill and shit. And man, my word, he didn't even realize. He just was like, oh, no worries, bro. How you been?
Oh, wow.
And I just ended up getting in there, right? So I just find I find it's kind of funny with rap these days because everyone feels like they know everybody. You feel like you got to be cool, right?
And then you
like,
automatically know this motherfucking fake as shit. You know what I'm saying?
The whole scene is fake, man, and you
Right.
kind of got to be like, because how many people you tell, oh yeah, dope work, bro? It's like not that dope. You know what I mean? You really want to tell them it's not no good, because then you're a hater.
I honestly try to be honest with people, you
Yeah.
know, and that's my
I hear
job,
you.
right? You know, but that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
job.
If that's what you're doing, man, 'cause I
Right.
just don't want to hurt no one's feelings. Because
I'm never going to I'm never going to tell someone their shit's garbage. You know what I'm saying? I'll never do that because first off, that's art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
It can
always
get
room for
better. There's
growing.
always
Yeah, exactly. If you keep working on it, you'll get better.
right.
But like, but I could never say like say let's say the kid. Give me an example. This kid sent me this song. All the time, people want me to hear their songs, and I'm like, all right, I'll listen to it, whatever, right? And it was just what I expected. It was a very, a guy who doesn't really rap, trying to rap. Very simple bars, no cadence, really. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be rude to the guy, so I'm just like, man. It sounds all right, it could be better, could be, and whatever. And I just tried to be like, tell him for what it was. I was like, if you just kept doing this or doing that, you could get better at it. And I try to teach him where he's going wrong.
And see, that's where your input is valuable because you as an artist know exactly the road and the direction you need to go. You've been there. You've gotten better,
It's all about, because honestly, the more you write songs, the more you're going to get better. The more you record. And my suggestion to anybody is to try to learn it yourself. Learn how to record yourself. Learn how to mix yourself. Because the less people you need, because it gets expensive too when you're first starting out. So like, if you are on a small budget, try to learn. Try to YouTube it, man. I'm telling you, YouTube it, right? Because then once you start getting the getting the money from the shows, maybe get some grants, fill out for some grants, then you can start putting some money into it, right? But for now, when you don't have the money, don't say, "Oh, I don't have the money, I can't do it." Yeah. Just learn how to do it, and then you can, do it yourself.
Because practice is valuable too. Even if you're recording into a headphone mic into your phone, that's still practice. Yeah. And those are everything that needs to go into it is breath control. Make sure you know your lines. Make sure you got your cadences worked out. And that's going to take years to perfect. Nobody gets on the mic and is just like fire as fuck.
You know what I used to do back in the day that I stopped doing, which I think was like where I really got lazy? I used to, before I record a verse, like when I'd write a verse, I'd memorize it. Mm-hmm. So when I went to record it, I didn't even have to read it. I just have it in my head. And it would come out sounding more natural. Yeah. But I quit doing that over the years. And then I would find I'd be reading off a phone and it wouldn't sound as natural because I'm trying to read it while I'm rapping it. So if you can memorize your shit before you record it, because it just I feel like a lot of us got lazy over the years.
I can feel you on that because you can tell a difference when someone's reading versus something that's been memorized.
Yeah, because it's like you're trying to pay attention to what's next, so you're not really putting everything into it. But if you have it in your heart, it's hard to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's another reason why we love the underground so much, because you guys are putting out what is in your heart, Yeah. Whether it's a rap track or a rock track or whatever it is, man, there's nobody telling you what to do, except for yourself, and that's the beauty of it, And
I got respect for everybody who I feel like a lot of people are just like, they think for some reason they're gonna rap and become rich and famous, and I don't really got respect for that, because like, honestly, it's a lot harder than you think. Like just like boxing, man. Just you think you're gonna just come in music and just all of a sudden become rich and famous, like that's unrealistic, very unrealistic. Yeah. So it's like, if I can tell you're doing it from the heart and you love it, then I got fucking mad respect for that, man. Like mad respect. But it's hard for me to take anything serious if I can just tell you're trying to like get the easy way out, and then you'd probably quit as soon as you made $1 million. So like, why would I even invest in trying to like get to know an artist if I felt like as soon as they got rich, they were just gonna quit music?
That's a great fucking point, dude. I've never Dude, you said that and it fucking clicked in my head, dude. Like, wow, dude, I've never looked at it like that. But people who are in it for the quick buck, right? Like the easy handout, right? Yeah. Don't value
they wouldn't
it.
be around. No, they wouldn't stick around.
It all circles back, dude. That's wild, bro. I'm glad you said that, dude.
Yeah, because the people that do it from the heart, they probably still do it. Like look at Drake. He's been doing it for 10 years, and whatever. Drake, people can say whatever they want, man, but he obviously loves music, man. Yeah, he's making big bucks, but he's killing it in the game, man. Like he's been killing it for 10 years, and he obviously has a love for it, you know, because money can take you so far. But he's been so past being rich, he don't need to make music no more.
He doesn't have to do anything anymore.
No, right? So the fact that he's still doing it is because he loves it.
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Right? We can hate on Drake.
Never been
I
a
like
Drake
that.
fan, but you know what? The thing is
I
like,
respect his hustle. I respect his hustle because I remember when he first came out, and I really liked his hunger and his drive, and over the years I kind of just like, but I still kind of like Drake's few songs here and there. I don't mind them, but
the way I look at it is, even though I might not fuck with it, there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's people that fuck with it, and it's just like any song or any genre, you know, you're gonna
you know what it was
find.
for me? It was because I'm from Canada and seeing a fucking young Canadian making it to where it's like no other Canadian has done this yet. Like when I was watching Drake's rise, like when I was there when his first album dropped, like it was incredible, bro. That's why I still got a respect for Drake.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Drake like I used to, but like I got respect because
Just
he
like
did
I
it from
don't-
Canada.
Yeah.
He did it from Canada, right? He did it from Canada, and that's if I was from the States, I probably maybe it would be different. You know what I
can
mean?
feel
But
you,
like as
but,
a Canadian,
but
it's-
USA and Canada have a close relationship. You know, we love
True.
each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But as
you,
a Canadian, to break through the music in the States is very, very hard to do. Like,
Right.
honestly, not
But-
many Canadians have made it.
you're absolutely right. And the music, but
Yes,
we have
yes.
a ton of amazing Canadian actors in the
Yeah,
United
you're
States.
right. Music, I mean, that's what I
You
meant.
know,
Music is harder to break
Music
through.
is
the music
very hard to
industry,
break.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Like Justin Bieber, maybe Celine Dion. Who else?
hugest, the
Like,
hugest of
Not
acts.
many. Not many. There's not many of them.
Yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right.
Rap, I don't think it's Drake. Maybe that's it. Maybe Cardinal Official. Maybe has he broken into states
I
that
don't
much? Have you
even-
heard that? Him?
It's not
Yeah,
even familiar
exactly,
to
right?
me. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But you're
Oh,
absolutely right,
great.
and the music is different. But here's the thing with Drake, he was also an actor. You know,
Yep.
a child actor, and he already. I give him a leg up on that because he already knew the business,
Yep.
the shady side of business over there, and at Canada's Hollywood type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know he knew what he was going to expect when he got into the music business. So I think
I bet you was pretty intense though. I bet you like
Still.
imagine that would be your dreams to make it big and then it happening. Imagine how like you'd have to be ready for that shit, man. Because it's like think about this. If you're thinking you have to be on the road for whatever your many shows. You're not really partying because you got to be in bed by 9 because you got to be on the flight to the next show for the next day. Like it's a lot more than you think. You think you're just gonna go and party with shows. Like if you actually got to that level, man, it'd be so much work. Like I don't know if a lot of these guys could even do it.
Yeah,
Like,
nowadays
it'd be
it's
tough for me.
Nowadays it's completely different than it was back in the 70s, right? Because you hear about
Yeah.
these songs that, you know, these motherfuckers would write about how just Pink Floyd, you know, talking about how they would always be on the road and now I get to come home and all I want to do is relax because I've been on drugs for months trying to get to the next fucking show because once you miss one day, you're going to miss the rest. You know as well as I do, you know what I'm saying? And it's a slippery fucking slope. You're like, oh, just on the weekends. And then you're in Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, dude. All right, well, we'll just go to this weekend and I'll get some rest this weekend. And then something happens this weekend where you have to stay up again. You know what I'm saying? It's like an ongoing fucking thing. And you're just like, I just need a fucking moment, dude. Because if not, you're going to snap, dude. You can't stay up for fucking too long. Like, the most I've ever stayed up was 7 days, and that was too fucking long.
Yeah, I think 3 days for me, because then you start seeing shit. And then I
Yes.
don't like seeing shit. I don't like seeing shit. I don't like hearing whispers and shit. And I don't like that shit. But that gets bad after you stay up for 3 days, man. You
Yeah.
Start seeing shadows and shit. The shadows aren't fun.
Facts. Yo, that's crazy. Just like Forever, the rest are commercial. What? Have their place in time, club. I don't know what that is. Maybe y'all are talking in there. 3 days for you too, Runak? Yeah, but you ain't tweaking. You just stayed up 3 days being stoned. That's crazy.
That's hard. That'd be hard to do, I think.
I stayed up
need
all
a
night
break,
with
man.
my tweaker friends smoking weed one time before I started doing tweaking shit. I was like, y'all doing all that shit? I just been smoking weed all night. Like, motherfuckers. But then I figured out why they were doing it, and that shit was fun. I remember playing fucking solitaire for like 5 days one time, dude, straight. And I was like keeping track on how many times I lost and how many times I won. That's some
You just
tweaker
smoke
shit.
weed? Oh,
no,
you're
that
tweaking.
that was some tweaker shit.
I remember one time. I remember back when I was like taking these ice pills when I first got out of prison because I was still doing some drugs and shit. And I remember I was high on these ice pills, and I remember like I did like seven songs in 7 hours. I wrote, and then honestly, I was just sitting there writing these songs, and I thought they were like this. I thought they were the best songs ever. And like I remember like when I was sober and like when I woke up and I went and listened to them, they were garbage. I couldn't even remember how I like had them written. So like, none of it made even sense anymore. Like, but when I was doing it, when I was in it, oh man, I thought it was the next best thing.
Wow, yeah, that would be cool to take a look at back, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, go, that'd be amazing. Yo, Gregory, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope you having a great week too, man. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Rue said, "Nah, I snorted meth and I didn't sleep for 3 days." That's crazy.
It happens.
Just one meth. He Rue a little meth head now. Facts.
One meth.
I didn't even know they had meth in Iowa. That's some cord. You probably snorted some cord powders. How is that motherfucker right there? That drawing real nice, huh?
It's all right. It's getting a little empty though.
What's the
I got
flavor
another
on it?
This one is drunken strawberries.
Ooh, drunken strawberries. I like strawberry though.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
Hell yeah. It's crazy how they make weed taste like other shit now, dude. It's so crazy.
I know, isn't that nuts?
It's like the motherfuckers got lab coats in the fucking weed shop.
You know, I'm wondering if they're putting stuff into it though, bro. I'm wondering if they're putting chemicals and making it stronger, like, cause I'm wondering like what's in the shatter and the concentrates. Like, is it safe with all that stuff we're smoking, the chemicals? Is weed the same as it was? Because I remember back when we were younger, there was no sativa, there was no indica, there was no different strains. You got what you got. Like, that was really it. There was no choices, and that
it was
like
either kind weed, green bud, or brown weed. That was about it.
Yeah, there was no like. So now I'm wondering if they're putting something in it, like if it's more stronger, if it's more like I don't know, because it's
it is stronger. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no,
because they're cross straining plants, so they're like. This one's a really strong plant, and they're lab testing the THC content out of everything too, so they know exactly how strong it is. These motherfuckers are wearing lab coats, for sure.
Right. Yeah. They know. Yeah, they're definitely taking it. They're not growing in their backyard. That's for sure.
And I don't think they're using like artificial chemicals to make like
to make them grow faster or something. Like you made them grow bigger, like making them mutate. Bigger buds.
Maybe different things like guano,
fertilizer.
My homie, he got this bottle of shit. He's like, he found this shit. He's like, I've been trying to come up with a fucking formula for what this bottle has in it for fucking 10 years, dude. So, and he found it, and he grew, and he, fed his plant with just that bottle, and that motherfucker had cola on it big as my head.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And that motherfucker was bending the plant over like this.
So it's legal down there right now, is it?
Yeah, recreational.
So are you allowed to grow it?
Yeah, I think there's a limit to how many you can grow, but I don't grow. I just consume.
Yeah. My mom tried to grow it a couple times, and she had the shittiest weed. She was so proud of it too. Like she was like, look at how she had a little jar at the end of it, and I was like, Mom, that's like the worst weed. I was like, it looks so bad, but she was just so proud of her little weed, and she would just smoke her little shitty joints, and I'd be like, Mom, you're not even getting nothing off that, because this was the shittiest weed ever, right? But she didn't care. She loved her little.
That's dope as shit, because my mom is so like, she's
anti.
She's gotten to the point where she doesn't give a fuck if I do it anymore, because I'm 50 years old. But she is against doing it. But on Christmas Day, right after dinner, I had a half a joint on me at the house, and I was like, "I'm gonna smoke this, Mom, right here at the table." And she's like, "Okay," and I wasn't expecting her to say that, so I lit it up. And I was like, "Now it's your turn."
Did she take a puff?
She took a puff, bro.
Nice. That's a good feeling.
She said she didn't like it, but she took a puff, and I was grateful that she even tried it.
Is that the first time you smoked weed with your mom?
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. It was just last
how long
year.
ago?
Just last Christmas, yeah.
You want to hear the time? My first time I smoked weed with my mom, I was 17 years old. We just got caught shoplifting. we used to be a team. We used to go shoplifting together.
Oh,
like
wow.
we used to like go to like Walmart and shit. We used to steal shit like crazy. I used to like. I remember I used to go to like the change room and like take DVDs and then we'd open them up and take the little like metal detector. We take them out of it and like so we just walk out of. We did it for the longest time, but we got caught one night. We got caught from like going from Walmart to like the mall to like Sobeys and like got caught coming out of Sobeys for both of them. The floor walkers caught us, and I was just 17. And we ended up getting caught, so we got arrested and charged and shit like that. And then on the way home, we were both stressed out. I was smoking weed, so was she, but we weren't smoking weed together at that point.
Okay.
And so I was like, we might as well stop.
Son of a bitch. This fucking Zoom, man. I always forget about the countdown. Fuck. Hold on. I know he's going to know the rest of this story. We are not letting this go. We are not letting this go. All right, hold on. We're going to be back at it in just a moment. I apologize for the delay. All right, we are back. Man, I'm getting hungry. Always facts, Rue. Not everybody just laughing. Good question. Good question, Kahuna. They call it the buddy system. Yeah, I'm getting the munchies, bro.
Man, I feel like every time I start telling a story, it's when it cuts out.
Right? I apologize again, man. Go ahead and finish that story.
Oh, okay. No, it's just basically, we ended up on the way back. We ended up getting a gram of weed, and we ended up smoking it together, and that was like a bonding moment. You know what I mean? We just got caught stealing, and just definitely trailer park trash, to Nova Scotia trailer park trash shit, fucking young shit. I definitely learned from and it's hard to say. Like, imagine this. Imagine you learn from your mom to steal, and then how would that make you look at everything? You know what I mean? Imagine would you think it was wrong? Like, 'cause I thought it was just everyday shit. You know what I mean? So
right.
I became a serious shoplifter. My 18, 19, 20-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like, I was ruthless, and I never thought anything wrong with it. I just thought I was stealing from the big companies and whatever, right? And never thought nothing of it. But nowadays I would never steal nothing because it's not worth it going to jail or whatever. But having a parent kind of do it with you, it's hard to know what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, how can you know what's right and what's wrong when someone you trust as an adult figure to show you things, right? You know what I mean?
That's absolutely right. And let's just go ahead and put this out there too. Your mom's doing much better now too.
Oh, she's doing well. Yeah, we were all a little young and crazy back then, but my mom is doing way better now. And she's retired. She's retired from all that stuff. She no longer does any of that crazy stuff. And we're on the straight and narrow now. Me and mums, we're not doing that. We're actually we're preventatives. We go when we tackle the stealers. No, I'm just joking. We don't do that.
He said, I'll get you office linebacker style, just straight up speared in the middle of an aisle.
You know what I've been thinking about getting, bro? I've been really considering getting the glasses, the sunglasses with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And just start filming my POV kind of content, so that way I can film people, I can film me talking to people and pranking people and just doing funnier skits.
Be careful with some of those pranks, though. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just gonna do people I know, obviously, people I know, and just things that are. I wouldn't go to the hood and start asking people if they want to get punched out, because some of those videos. I would start doing that weird shit. Some of these guys are really weird. Why would you do that?
Right. They'll be in foreign lands doing some crazy shit, bro.
And I'm bro, that's especially. There's some of them are funny though. Some of these guys are funny, but I think they're going a little too far. And definitely invading people's privacy. I would never film anybody unless.
I mean, if it's funny, it's funny. But if it's rude, it's probably not funny. Not to me, anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like seeing people get pissed off. I like seeing people get confused. But not say it again, motherfucker. Because at some point, I don't give a fuck if it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming at you.
Well, that's the thing, a lot of people have become very soft from the internet, and they think they can just say whatever they want. But there's people who will still punch people in the face for saying the wrong things. And
that one dude got shot.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. Trust me, I get it because like I've been in some real shit. Like I know how real it gets, and I know how dangerous it gets. So like I'm very aware of all that shit. So I stay away, like, especially at nighttime. You wouldn't catch me out at 3 o'clock in the morning fucking drinking. It's like, are you crazy? Like that's when bad shit happens, man. That's when people die.
You're asking for something to happen.
You're better off going home and sleeping. Waking up the next day, right? Like,
plus a beer out there is fucking $10. A beer at home is $2.
And all that shit's fake out there, man. None of those, like, it's all fake, and none of those people care about you, man. Deep down, though, they won't be there when you're down. Like, you know, your best bet is just be trying to build yourself, because you're gonna be broke every Monday. If you go spend all your money at the bars, you're gonna be broke. Because what you're gonna do is drink some beers, and what you're gonna do some cocaine, and then you're gonna spend hundreds of dollars on grams of cocaine to try to impress a girl, or yeah, exactly, trying to get girls. Like, then you're gonna be broke, and then you're gonna be like, you know, bumming money off people. Like, nobody likes a bum. You know what I mean? Nobody likes a bum. Trust me, I used to be a bum, and nobody likes a bum. And people like will disown you because you ask for it. But especially if you smoke cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes and you don't really got much going on, you're a bum, because cigarettes are fucking expensive. And like, we can't afford to smoke unless you're rich. You can't afford to smoke cigarettes because that's like $900 a month.
Woo.
Honestly, especially they're like $20 a pack up here. It's almost $1,000 if you smoke a pack a day.
I thought California was bad. It's like $10 for a pack, you know. But I don't buy packs of cigarettes. I buy a pound of tobacco.
That's better. You can just roll your own, man. That's it. That's better. Like, at least you're budgeting. At least you know better. That's a budget. That's smart. Money management is smart, bro. There's nothing wrong with money management.
I get about 2.5 cartons for $25.
Fuck yeah, no, that's nothing wrong with that. Especially, honestly, it's just most people are lazy, bro. So they'll spend more than they got because they don't want to roll with themselves.
Yeah.
And then they'll be broke, and then they'll spend all their kids' money or whatever, spend all their money, their food money on cigarettes, because first thing you're going to buy is your cigarettes because you're addicted. Right. So you're going to make sure you got your cigarettes first. So you're not going to worry about your food. You'll worry about that later. And then maybe that won't come, and then you'll be hungry and shit like that. You know?
Yep.
And here I go. You know what? Don't listen to me. Do whatever you want. Live your life.
If you live your life however you need to, but there are always nuggets of truth in everything you say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool.
Even if that's just the way you want to live, and you know, I'm okay with that. But we should actively be trying to help people. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. You know, we'll all figure it out one day. You know, we'll all get there when we get there. Sometimes we got to go through our own stuff and learn our own ways, and sometimes it's the hard way. And I'm prone to learn the hard way. That's usually my life. You know, I don't usually learn it unless it's the hard way.
Well, that's what they say, right? Earth is like the testing grounds for when you know, after you live, right? So
yeah,
you know how to conduct yourself in the afterlife. And if you
that's
don't,
right, yeah.
you might go to that other spot. You know, you don't want that other spot.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I heard they put pineapples in buttholes down there.
Oh.
You don't want that smoke.
No, definitely not.
Yo, you want to play another song for the people?
Okay, can we go? Let's play the Cool Kids with my buddy Stax, my brother Stax. That's a hype song, man.
That one was actually which one was it?
Which one? Cool Kids.
Cool Kids.
It's it's down there a little ways. It's down there a little ways, but it's a good one. I got a lot of videos actually. Now you look at them all,
dude. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. It's a lot of money to take care of all this stuff, dude. And you've done a wonderful job with, because there's a lot of people out there that actually do get lazy. You know what I'm saying? And don't even break out a cell phone to record shit. And you're doing everything you do to get full production on these things, man. So shout out to you, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we got my dude Jon Snow and Stax hitting you with that Cool Kids. Hey, make sure you guys are hitting those links in the description below. Stay current with what my guy's doing, not only in the music scene, but acting, TV shows, and other community stuff, man. Check that shit out. Let's go.
We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block. Yeah, cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block. Yeah, we the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block. Yeah, we the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah.
I'm cooler than the 7-6 Raiders. Kobe with them Lakers. The homie, I be homies with your neighbors. Schooling with them Gators. We on stupid with the flavors. Whoop, there it is for them haters. Fresh Prince when we pulled up. Will Smith, Suicide Squad. Now you finna get your mind blown. We on fly like a cyclone with a nice song. I might storm in the mic zone on the mic throne. I ain't showing no love now, no love now. I just hold this whole for.
Sorry, my computer is starting to run slow. I gotta dumb it down a little bit.
Cause I ain't showing no love now, no love now. I just need to get up now, like right now.
We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. Cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. Never was a cool kid like who this. Always tried too hard, they knew this. Never went too far, got bullied. Never liked to argue fully. I know I messed up, babe, I'm sorry. I really hope that you forgive me. I don't think about other girls, they bore me. But you ignore me still. I'm all the way real. Never notice how you feel. Never notice how I deal with things so hard. I don't know how much it costs, but I'm trying to beat the odds. I'm just trying to beat the boss at my home game. My home game. My home game. My own game. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. Cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah. We the cool kids on the block. We the cool kids on the block, yeah.
Yeah, Jon Snow, Stacks. Hitting you with that cool kids. Now let me ask you, John.
Yeah.
Was that your little sister or something in the video?
No, that's actually my buddy Stax' daughter.
Oh, well,
Kira.
she looked like she was having the most amazing time. I'm sure she had so much fun filming that with you guys.
Yeah, that was really. We actually did 2 videos that weekend, and that was the weekend that I ended up getting I got a bad accident. And I hurt my back, and my back was really, really bad in pain that video, those 2 videos, and like you didn't see it in the video, but like I was really in a lot of pain, and like after every shot, I would just like bend over, like it would just be bad, and no, but you never know. You'd never know in that video, and you'd never know, man, which is crazy.
No, and I bet you there was the same thing when you got in that boxing ring, feeling like shit too. They didn't even know.
Bro, I remember fucking like a year ago, I ended up crashing my car. I ended up like flipping. I ended up going over this thing, and I ended up flipping it twice, and I ended up like destroying my car. And I ended up going to the gym like an hour later, still like at the gym. I didn't even go to the hospital. I went to the gym. My buddy Sean picked me up when we went to the gym right after. I flipped the car twice. Like I'm crazy like that, man. I'm pretty persistent, bro. Like unless I'm like unless like my legs are broken, like I'm gonna go do it. Like you ain't stopping me.
Hey, that's what I'm
talking
talking
very
about.
accident prone. But like I try not to where other people make excuses, I try to find solutions. You know what I mean? Like everyone like, oh, I can go home now. I got into an accident. Me, I gotta go to the fucking gym, bro. Like I can't go home. You know what I mean? I gotta do. You know what I mean? Like I try not to let little things change my whole day or
that's more than a little thing, but you stay persistent.
That's more than, but like it's kind of pretty crazy to get meeting stuff.
That's a fact. If I'm flipping my car, I'm probably not going to finish the day out. Although I did get carjacked one day, and then my boss was like, well, why don't you go out and finish the day up? Because I was selling speakers out my van, and about 11 o'clock in the morning, I was the traveling salesman. At 11 o'clock in the morning, in a really nice part of Nebraska, somebody carjacked me with a gun, right? Put a gun in my head. I was like, yo, I even touched the gun. I was like, get that gun out of my face, dog. I'll give you this shit. Just don't accidentally shoot me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like,
easy. Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I had a passenger. I was like, yo, you're going to get out? Because the dude's not letting me out the side. And my dude was just stuck. He was frozen. I was like, get out of the fucking car, dude. He's like taking this motherfucker, right? full of speakers. I get back to the fucking place, and the boss is like, you feel like you can go back out? And I was like, I don't really want to. He's like, well, go back out for like a couple hours, see how you're doing, and then if you're not doing well, you can come back in. I was like, all right. So I took another van full of speakers out, and within an hour, I had some dude put a knife to my throat. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in Nebraska, dude?
Oh, fuck. No, I would have. If it was a job I didn't like, I would have been done off. I would have been like, yeah, I'm going home. I would have been like, But if it's a gym, that's something different. If it was a job I didn't like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm traumatized. I can't go to work. I'm getting a doctor's note. I would have been like, fuck.
To be honest with you, though, I love that job because I was making so much money, dude.
If you love it, it's different. It's different. If you love something, then it's different. You'll want to do it. Yeah.
Right. I made fucking $1,200 in like 6 hours that a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not missing out on my $1,000 day of fucking work.
Yeah.
And we were slanging the shit out of them motherfuckers.
Speakers. Were they worth robbing? Were they worth robbing? Were they worth taking? Like, was it worth putting a knife to your throat, or no, not even really?
So, the knife guy, I had sold him a pair of speakers the day before, and then that night, so we were getting a lot of fucking calls, 911 calls, because everybody thought we were slanging stolen shit, right?
Yeah.
And so we were always getting pulled over. I fucking went to jail one time. I never got booked into jail, but they went in and was like questioning me and shit. And I'm just like, dude, everything's legit. They called my boss. They're like, yes, it's just a hustle. It's not a fucking scam. It's not a fucking against the law. So, we were released, but the dude, there was like a 60 minutes expose on us.
Oh, wow.
That night he bought that shit, and he saw me the very next day, and he was like, hey, you got any more of those speakers? And usually I've been like, nah, but every once in a while I get this feeling where I could sell a motherfucker some more shit, Yeah. And I got into that zone where I'm getting cocky now, and I'm gonna go sell this dude another set of speakers. Well, he immediately jumped out his shit, looked in my van, saw that it was full of speakers, and immediately put me up against my van and put a knife to my throat. He's like, you're going to give me my money back. And I was like, I don't have your money, bro.
So what was wrong? So was the speakers no good?
Oh, no, they're good. They're just not quite worth what we were selling them for.
Oh, okay. They were just cheaper brand name, probably knockoffs or something
right.
Like, yeah.
Like, I literally took these speakers and hooked them up against Kenwoods and other, towers and sold the speakers.
Oh, so he's seen that they were the fake, the not as good quality. They're probably still good sound quality. They just weren't the same brand quality.
Right. Because they were called acoustics.
So everybody
was thinking, right? They were called something acoustics, right? So everybody's thinking Boston Acoustic, right? Boston Acoustic is a very well-known brand, but this isn't Boston Acoustic. But they're still decent speakers, and so this dude was like, "Well, give me another set of speakers." I was like, "I can't do that. Those aren't my speakers," and.
So you wanted two speakers for the price of one. Technically, he was trying to rob you at the end of it.
Absolutely.
Trying to say you robbed him, but trying to rob you. That's fucked up. That's like
absolutely
trying to justify robbing you, but saying you robbed him.
Right.
But he wants more speakers. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So this old lady came out of the fucking house, and I was like, "Hey, this dude's trying to cut my throat." And I was like, "Call the police." She went back in, and he stabbed my tire and took off. But
maybe if he would have had the speakers and was polite and asked for the cash back, said maybe his kid was hungry. Maybe then you would have been like, oh, let me see what I got. But the way he went about it was probably the wrong way.
Oh, it was absolutely the wrong way. And I was not going to budge, even though I did have his money in my pocket.
Yeah, for sure. But I bet you if he came up to you like, yo, bro, that was my last fucking couple dollars, man, and I'm fucking hurting, man. And he had the speakers with him, you probably would have given it back to him, bro.
Yeah, if he gave me the speakers back, I might have given him his money back.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
What happened was I got his license plate number, and the cops went and arrested his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go put some knife to somebody's throat, bro.
Dairy.
Yeah, I don't play that shit. And that happened in the same day. Knife to my throat, gun to my head. And I was like, at that point, I was like, let me go back to California where this shit never happens.
Yeah.
You would think it would.
California?
I've never been carjacked in California. I've never been fucked with out here. People don't fuck with me out here, dude.
You're probably not rolling around Compton either, though, so.
No.
You think that shit goes down? So where do you think that shit?
But I've run the roughest hoods in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where do you think that shit does go down? Where could you say you could definitely? Where could you go right now and definitely get carjacked?
In Sacramento?
Yeah, like is there a spot for
Probably
sure? You could
nowhere.
definitely, probably no. It ain't happening like that. There?
It depends. Maybe if I'm rolling around like 24th Street to 30th Street, downtown Sacramento, you know what I'm saying? At 3 o'clock in the morning, I might get fucked with. You know, maybe in Oak Park.
Car on or something.
Yeah, but I haven't stomped around in Oak Park since I was fucking young, so nobody probably remembers me or knows who I am out there anymore, you know?
Yeah, we don't have too many carjackings up here either. Those people like breaking into cars and shit at nighttime.
Yeah.
But they're looking for change and shit. Like they're not really jacking cars. Like
Right.
you don't really hear too much of that shit.
But I
Carjacking,
don't drive around in a $100,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a truck. Ain't nobody trying to jack a truck. You know.
No.
But even when I did have some decent shit,
As long as you just mind your own business and you're not like if you stay in your own lane, bro. People are too busy to worry about anyone else. Really, it's usually the ones that are low or not doing as good or always hating on everyone else, right? Like, you know what I mean, if you just stay doing your thing, usually people leave you alone, right? You know what I mean? Probably because you had the speakers is why you got so much shit because people are probably talking. People probably spreading the word in the streets that like the speakers were bogus or whatever.
I hadn't even thrown a pitch that morning, so they knew exactly who the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably because of that expose that was printed off on a thing. They probably like they're all mad because they bought.
Cops
speakers.
hated us, bro. They'd be like, "Do you know we get 1,000 calls a day from about you motherfuckers?"
Yeah, because people are trying to get good deals and thinking they're going to get a good deal. When really they're just greedy, so they're trying to get the best deal possible, and that's it.
Yeah, no, it was crazy, bro. We'd have weird ass contests where we like who can bring back the weirdest shit, right? So we would if we could, we would cover, you know, $100. We'd undersell a pair of speakers, right? So every set we had to charge $225 for. Anything over that we got to keep for ourselves. That's how we made money, right?
Oh yeah.
So if we had to sell a set of speakers for like $150 and then trade for like a 3-wheeler or, you know, a bunch of shit we can go pawn to make the money back, we would do that. You know, we'd have weird shit be like somebody bring back a left shoe, somebody bring back a belt, you know.
That's crazy.
Let me get your ashtray full of change too, you know what I'm saying? We nickel and dime the fuck out of people, dog. We'd be like, "Oh, you got a credit card? Let's pull some cash off that." You know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Good old days, eh? The good old times.
Facts, bro. And like I said, we weren't ripping people off, but it was a hustle because we'd sell them a story instead of the speakers.
Yeah, exactly. It's the story of why you need the speakers, how your life would be awesome with the speakers.
Exactly.
How your life would be complete without the speakers. You need these speakers.
And 90% of the people we would pitch were young males. You know what I'm saying?
And they wanted the speakers, yeah.
Right. Oh, you like music? You like this shit loud? Yo, check this out, bro. We're on our way to go install these motherfuckers over at this place, man. And they gave us fucking extra set of speakers for free.
Were they car speakers or no?
No, they were like home monitors.
Okay, yep.
And we'd be like, "Oh, you can only afford one." What would we be like? What would you pay for these? You know? And they'd be like, "I don't know, maybe like $200." And they'd be like, $200 a piece, dude? That ain't even very much, dude. These things sell for $700 each. You know what I'm saying? And right there, he already said 200, but now I said 400.
Yeah.
I'm at 400. Oh, $200 a piece because I sell them individually.
Piece, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, piece, yeah.
Motherfucker, you said 200. I
he meant 200 for both of them. That's what he meant.
Exactly. But like you said, most people don't want to be wrong in what they say. So when you hit up a motherfucker, "Oh, we ain't talked in days," and they're like, "Oh yeah, how you been?" Type shit.
Exactly.
People fake as fuck. So they don't want to be like,
works.
"No, I meant $200 for both of them." Most people be like, "Oh shit, all right, well, he sells them okay, $400." Now I've already doubled what you wanted to fucking spend in the first place. Now I'm gonna hit you for some more because I know you got some other shit. And I only have to give $225 for both of them to my boss.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So everything you just keep yourself.
Right. I sold a set of speakers for $900 one time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we accepted a fucking personal check and immediately went to the bank and fucking cashed that motherfucker.
It probably bounced. Didn't bounce?
No,
You never bounced?
no.
Oh, fuck, I went through. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Fine.
That was the day I made $1,175. I was like, yeah, bro.
I got that. 1,100 is a good day. It's always a good day when you make $1,100. That's a good day for sure.
And it was a good meal to eat that night too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I love a good meal, man. Fuck, I love a good meal.
What do you like to cook?
I mean, not so much. I'm more of a. I like to just eat it fast because like it's all the same. Like I like to cook it fast and eat it fast because like, you know, I don't like to wait. When I'm hungry, I want it in and out quickly. But my girlfriend loves to cook and she's an amazing cook. She's from Trinidad, so she cooks a lot of like good meals and shit like that. But me,
Lots of flavor.
yeah, I'm just kind of guy. I just want it fast. Because
Yeah.
when I'm hungry, I'm gonna be hungry. I want it now.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. It's a ham sandwich, a bowl of fucking mac and cheese. I don't give a fuck what it is. Let me eat it.
So the faster usually the better.
If it's
But
up to
then-
me cooking it, that's how I feel. But
yeah,
yes.
but then you usually end up with worse stuff because the quicker stuff is not always the healthiest stuff, right? So you got to be careful, you know.
Yeah, because they use a lot of processed shit. I know Canada's different. A lot of places outside of America don't use like preservatives like we do, and the food dyes and shit. Hopefully
it's
they'll
all-
be getting that shit out of our food
It's up
soon.
here. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Swisher, what's up, bruh? Good to see you, bro. Big salute, man. We got Jon Snow in the house, man. That beast from the east side of Canada, bro, hanging out with us over there in Nova Scotia, man. Make sure you hit those links in the description. Check out his music. Check out his content, man, because he does more than just music. In fact, he's a semi-professional boxer. He got paid for that shit.
Yeah, I'm an amateur boxer, but I got paid professionally to do it. It was professional. It was a paid fight. So I guess if you get paid to do something, you're professional. So yeah, I was a professional boxer in my time.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
In my heyday with last year.
But you never know what the future is going to hold, you know.
That's true. That is true.
And the cool thing is that you don't keep anything outside the possibility, the realm of possibility. You know,
yeah, no, but sure.
everything.
Like, if I'm healthy, like, and I'm capable of fighting again, I would do another show. I would do another season. Like, you know, if the stars align, and you know, like my foot was good, and like I broke my foot recently, but now it's starting to get better. So like that would be something that would hold me back because I wouldn't want to injure myself even further, because like a broken foot's a serious thing, right? Like, you know what I mean? So that would be something that would make me not do a fight because like I don't want to hurt myself even more. But I'm feeling better. If I was feeling 100%. Yeah, I would definitely. Doesn't matter. I would do it. Like, yeah, if you say we're gonna go skydiving tomorrow, I'm gonna pay for it. I'd be like, all right, let's do it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm.
You could be like, you got to pay for it. I'd be like, all right, how much is it? If it wasn't crazy, I'd probably pay for it myself because I really do want to go skydiving. But
You know,
like,
I've talked about that before, but I don't know. I think if I was up there, I'd be like pussy out.
Yeah, but if your first time would be with someone else too, so yeah.
True.
I mean,
Yeah,
wouldn't be
you
that
have
bad,
no
I think.
you have no choice once you're strapped to someone's back, I guess,
yeah.
right?
And the rush of it, you
Or
would
they're
feel
strapped
like
to your back.
It'd be the craziest high you ever felt. The rush. You know, you beat the bottom. You're like, wow, I want to do that again. You'd
I
be like,
definitely
probably
have to
like, wow.
empty my bladder before I go.
Yeah, I definitely would. I would do it. I would do it for sure. I would definitely like to try that for sure. Bungee jumping, I don't really like the thought of it because anything can happen. That string could break. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather do skydiving than bungee jumping.
Yeah. No, I can feel you.
You should put a poll in the chat. Would you rather bungee jump or skydive, and see what people will say.
Let's get that question answered. Who wants to bungee jump? Who wants to skydive?
What would you rather do, bungee jump or skydive? Because they're both pretty intense, but I think skydiving would be a little more sketchier because that rope. I've seen. I mean, if that broke, you'd be dead. Like you fucking. But if you didn't, your parachute didn't go, you'd be dead too.
Well, yeah.
You'd be dead.
There are. I don't know how to do this. I forgot how to do this shit. Oh, add.
I'll make a poll.
Start a poll. There we go. We got. Would you rather?
You get the outro over there?
Okay. Starting poll.
Let's see what they say.
Parasailing. It looks fun. Okay. I would never bungee jump, Greg says.
Parasailing would be fun, I think. That'd be fun. So you land in the water with sharks.
I always thought that what was it? Windsurfing type shit would be pretty dope too.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Would be
like
cool.
you're not.
But I
tethered
get
to
sketched. I
anything.
get sketched out. Honestly, bro. I get sketched out beat anywhere near where a great white could be. If like honestly, if there's great whites anywhere, like I'm just sketched out because like those things, you can't. They'll eat you if they want to. If they don't, they won't. Like you don't know. It all depends how they're feeling that day. You know what I mean? Like I get nervous with big sharks. Like,
I would too.
I've never
Although
seen one
live-
in my life. Never seen one in my life. But I don't even want to be anywhere near any of them.
Yeah, I've been. I went surfing one time at Huntington Beach, and that was fun. And I was on like a quarter ounce of mushrooms.
Oh, I'd be tripping.
That was so fun though, dude.
I bet, but I'd be thinking there's sharks in there for sure. I'm like, oh wait, I'd be like tripping the fuck, you know.
I was more worried about the damn jellyfish, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
those things suck. Those things suck for sure. Jellyfish
Yeah.
suck.
I
got
ain't
stung
tried
before
that.
and those suck.
I ain't never been stuck, but I heard that
Yeah,
shit
no.
hurt like a motherfucker.
It does. It does hurt. It hurts really bad.
And I ain't
It's
trying
not-
to have my homie pee on me.
No, it's no fun.
Although
So
we were
cool.
all on mushrooms, and then I got like a little bit heavyweight friend, you know, and he had taken his wetsuit down to where it's like just the pants, you know, and like the top's hanging, and he's laying on the beach, all kind of like on his side, where he's just like scooping all of this sand up onto his like belly,
That's
and
crazy.
he looked like a fat David Hasselhoff, bro. I couldn't stop laughing, dude. I was so fucking weak out there on the beach, dog. And it was like hella early morning, dude. Like we got there before the sun was even up, you know. And people were like running full sprint with their surfboards to the ocean at like 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, just to get the first waves of the day. And then they were like, they got a couple waves, and then they fucking went home, rinsed off. You watch them in their front yard, rinse off their surfboard, go in, probably take a shower, get ready, and go to work.
Ready to work. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's dedication.
Facts, bro. That's getting it in.
Yeah.
Yo, I know you're out there in Nova Scotia, dude. It was almost 11 o'clock for you, huh?
Yeah, it's quarter to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
You want to do one more song for the people and then wrap it up?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do let's see what we got down. Let's go down the list because I got so many of them, man. It's hard to pick one. Like, why don't you pick one, man?
You want me to pick one? Okay, I want.
Yeah,
pick
why don't you
one.
pick one that you think might be, you know, make check one out. I don't know, maybe check one out.
Let's
Maybe
go
maybe
with-
one you like or one you liked over the years or thought was cool or something.
Okay. I got one. I think this Book of John, man, and plus, my fucking dude Kahuna was saying how you came up. He was asking how you came up with the idea and the creativity behind this video. So maybe you can answer that question before we get into it.
Well, honestly, basically the whole story is kind of like the end of days, man, and the book is the Bible, man. And it's like, you know, the Book of Eli, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With a movie and the Bible, and there's one book left, and he's trying to keep it protected, and they're all trying to hunt it down. That's basically what the video is about. So it's basically like it's end times, and the Bible has been banned, and I'm just trying to protect it, and the demons are trying to kill me, and they end up killing me in the end for it.
Hell yeah, but you put everything you had into trying to protect that motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm fucking a lot of money in this video and a lot of fucking time in this video. This video is like we end up making. I spent like hundreds of dollars on this. Like we made like a gunshot splatter machine that like when you hit it, it would like spray blood. Oh, like a gunshot wound. I YouTubed how to make it. Like I put a lot into this video, man. Like I made a lot of the props myself. Like a lot of it was. Yeah, this was. I put a lot into this video, man. I really wanted to tell a story with the film. With like, I wanted to make it like a movie.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we have watched this before. Kahuna, that new joint with Stacks, or the new one with the boxing. What was it?
Hard again, yeah, going hard.
Going hard. We did that one at the first though.
Yeah.
But we got Book of John right now. Let's go.
I see fire in the sky, I've been trying not to look. As people knock me down, I know they're coming for this book. So I try to crawl away, but it might be too late. This just might be my fate. They put a gun in my face. I see fire in the sky, so I've been trying to escape. But all I get is chased, I gotta keep this book safe. I'm trying to run away, there's way too much at stake. I can't afford to make mistakes, the narrow path's the one to take. I've been all alone, I've been running hard, kinda miss my phone, body needs a charge. I've been running low, I've been going far, read a page or two, I'm where I belong. Pick the book up, wrap it up quick to look up, pack it back in. I've been shook up, I've been trapped in, I've been hooked up, I've been blessed again.
What a beautiful story and a beautifully shot video too, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's like one of the ones I'm like really proud of. Like, you know, just a lot of work went into that. A lot of like imagination and like just thought process, right?
And the acting was great in that as well.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. I really, fuck, man. I just, you know, it's something about music. You know, I do. When I was making shit like that, it's just so much fun, man. There's something about it, man. I really do enjoy it. It just comes to the point where I think I just got burnt out. I put a lot out. If you look at my YouTube channel, man, over the past couple of years, I put a lot out, and I think I burned myself out a little bit. So I never say I quit anything, but I definitely haven't put up music in a while. But you know, I'm not saying I'm done. I'm just trying to just do other things that are keeping me going. Like I'm just trying to, like I have been recording a little bit of music here and there. I've recorded a few songs. I actually went back to recording music under my name, Bobby. Like,
oh, nice.
Like so I have a few different things going on. So this stuff I haven't really released yet, right? So like I'm always working on different shit. It is I don't know what I'm gonna do next. You know, right. I never really know, but. You know, the music could still could come out. You know what I mean? Like I never say never. You know what I mean? But for now, I'm just enjoying my life, and I'm not taking anything too serious, except for like trying to like survive. Right? I'm taking that the most serious.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Like keeping bills paid and shit. Like that's what I'm taking more serious. But
well, yeah, you got this adult life that we like. You know, we love having food in our bellies and roofs over our heads and a car to drive and. Yeah, it takes things to do that, and especially with you know, a younger artist who doesn't have the means to be able to fully produce that and have to be able to get money, you know, in other means. Completely understood, bro. For sure. But I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. I had a really good time talking with you. I feel like we got into all kinds of crazy stuff. Like good in-depth. You know, I feel like we, you know, had a. People can learn from this episode if they go back and take little tidbits out. You know what I mean? If you just really listen, you know, it's good. Absolutely. Man. I enjoyed it. Absolutely. And I had a great time. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and end this, then we'll come back and wrap it up and we'll put a bow on it. How about like 2 minutes more?
All right. What do you want to do?
Because it's about to end. It's about to cut the stream. And I just want to say goodbye and all that shit.
Yeah, so. Call us. So he's gonna close it on us, and I'll jump back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it out right now, and then just jump back in to wrap it up, and we'll be done. Yeah. All right. I hope everybody had fun tonight. We do have another interview tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Pacific with the one and only Cam from Independently Global, stopping by hang out with us tomorrow night. So I hope you guys got a chance or have time to come and hang out with us. If not, you know where we'll be. The theme reminds me of Chester's piece past. Oh yeah, okay. Faith, which is cool. Yeah, absolutely. And then he paid, man. Like I R.I.P. Chester, man. That dude was a good dude, man. All right, welcome back, John. Yo, let me be the first to thank you for a great conversation. Like you said, we got into real in-depth shit there, man, some life stuff, and I always enjoy those conversations, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we won't make it 2 years before you come back the next time. How about that?
Oh, definitely, for sure. We'll do like an update. We'll do like where is he now in like a few months.
That sounds good to me, man. Is there anybody you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
You know, I just want to shout out my mom for giving birth to me. Hey, mom, if you're watching this, you're probably not watching this, but shout out my mom. And shout out to everyone who's ever believed in me. There's just so many people. I don't want to start shouting people out because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't shout me out." So I'm just gonna not shout anyone out. Specifically, my girlfriend. I love you, baby, so much.
There you go. There you go. Keep it clean, and
But
everybody
else,
who knows,
I love
they
you.
know.
I love you guys all.
Absolutely. Everyone knows, man. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of those links in the description below. Follow what he's doing because it isn't just music. It's going to be a lot of things in his future. I want to also extend everything that happens good in your life, man. You absolutely deserve it. So keep doing you, my brother. And
Thank you, brother.
absolutely. Absolutely. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific, Cam is going to be coming through from Independently Global. Then on Wednesday, we got Wicked Low coming through at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys got time this week to come through, hang out, we'd love to have you. You know how we do. Tell somebody out there you love them. I love you guys, for real. It ain't no joke. I really, really fucking love y'all. Have a great week if I don't see you. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.